may I request Shri UK Srivastava, Senior DDG and Head NTI Pirati to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Vallaji. Respected Secretary Telecom, Shri Anshu Prakash ji, Member Services and DG Telecom, Shri BK Jog ji, Senior Officers from various units of DOT, my colleagues from NTI PRIT, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, namaste. I welcome all of you to the inaugural session of the NTI PRIT certificate course on network security. I especially welcome to this event our Secretary Telecom, Shri Anshu Prakash ji, who has kindly acceded to my request to inaugurate this course despite his busy schedule. I know that he has a function to attend in the forenoon too. I extend a very hearty welcome to you, sir. I also welcome Shri BK Jog, Member Services, who will be delivering the keynote address today. We have been getting his encouragement and guidance in all our endeavors. Welcome to you, sir, and welcome after getting cured from COVID-19. I also welcome all the officers who are attending this event, and especially those who have opted to attend this course and benefit from it. Last but not the least, I welcome my fellow officers in NTI PRIT who have been working hard even in these trying times. All of us know that telecommunication networks are an essential part of the day-to-day running of businesses and providing essential public services around the world. However, over the last decade, concerns have been raised over the security of these networks and their ability to operate with disruption. Business, government agencies, healthcare, and social interactivity of entire nations rely on core telecommunication services such as telephones and internet facilities, which are delivered by network providers. There are a number of natural, non-deliberate, and malicious threats posed to various areas of telecommunication network, including fixed line, mobile, undersea, and satellite networks. It's therefore necessary that we have an army of officers who can monitor the telecom networks effectively and suggest suitable measures to the telecom service providers. It's very necessary that the security breaches are recorded and shared among the service providers so that future breaches can be avoided. I remember that during inauguration of our 5G certification course, Secretary Sir had desired that we run courses on telecom security. I'm happy that my officers have worked tirelessly and designed this course that will impart adequate knowledge to the officers to handle security challenges before us. I'd like to especially mention the efforts of Shri Bhalla, DDG, and Director Shri Yashwant and Shri Vinod Singh in working out every minute details of this program, which certainly benefit all the participants. Sir, I would like to take this opportunity to inform you that NTI PRIT has recently proposed to Asia Pacific Telecommunication, that is APT, for running 5 courses for the trainees in this region. Telecom security, 5G networks, and disaster management are part of these 5 course proposals. With this introduction, I again extend very warm welcome to all the dignitaries and participants to this webinar. Thank you very much for your presence today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, with the permission of Secretary, sir, if you permit, we'll just give a brief glimpse of the network security course which we are going to launch today. With your permission, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So friends, this network security course, we have telecom security as the core domain, which has following key domains: technology, whereas our senior DDG has informed that 5G certificate course is already underway, which was regulated by respected Secretary Sir on 9th March 2021. Network security, we are going to start from today onwards. Other domains: digital forensics, auditing, and big data analytics. These are the 3 other domains on which training will be started in this financial year. So briefly about the certificate course on network security, it's customized for DOT officers. It's a 36-hour content spread over 12 weeks with 3 sessions per week of 1 hour each. Content is based on international best practices, holistic coverage of fundamental security policy controls, auditing, and incident response. It's blend of sessions by our own officers and experts from OEMs, TSPs, and market leaders. Delivery will be in online mode and one assignment every week. And recorded sessions for the course content will be made available for those who are not able to attend live session due to whatever administrative constraints are there. And this network security course structure broadly covers network fundamentals and threats. It talks about all the controls which are applicable to telecommunication sector. It talks about the security management policies which are applicable to telecom sector and how it can be applied in Indian context to our network. Specific focus on mobile networks, the nitty-gritties of how policies and controls have to be applied to mobile networks, risk and vulnerability assessment, monitoring and auditing, and lastly, incident response. So with this course, we hope that all the officers in the field will get to have requisite knowledge as well as certain skill sets, which within the constraints of online delivery will be able to impart to our DOT officers. And the course content hopefully will be beneficial to all the officers in the field. This is the brief overview about the course on network security. Let me just close this. So friends, with this, I'd like to request Shri Bharat Kumar Jog, Member Services and DG Telecom to deliver the keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bhallaji. Respected Secretary Telecom, Shri Anshu Prakash ji, Shri UK Srivastav, Senior DDG, NTI PRIT, all the officers who are attending this course on telecom security, my heartiest congratulations and best wishes to all on World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. World Telecommunication and Information Society Day has been celebrated annually every 17th May since 1969 to mark the founding of ITU and the signing of the first International Telegraph Convention in 1865. To achieve the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals, ITU and its members have a common strategy, the Connect 2030 Agenda. The key pillars of the Connect 2030 Agenda are growth, inclusiveness, sustainability, innovation, and partnership. To achieve these goals, the Government of India, under the inspirational leadership of our visionary Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, has launched several path-breaking initiatives such as Digital India, Make in India, and Skill India for leapfrogging the country into digital economy. Now 5G trials are also expected soon. A robust, secure telecom network across the country is essential to ensure availability of new communication services and applications for the growth of GDP, as well as for creation of new jobs in the country. The advent of newer technologies such as mobile apps, cloud, AI, and feature-rich smartphones have brought newer challenges of data security and privacy. The COVID pandemic has further amplified these challenges due to increasing adoption of work from home culture. Department of Telecom is the licensor of telecom networks, and its officers are expected to have the best knowledge and skills to interact and coordinate with licensees for ensuring safe and secure delivery of telecom services to the end users. NTI PRIT is entrusted with the responsibility of capacity building of DOT officers, and I am happy to note that NTI PRIT continuously strives to design and conduct training programs on important topics. The online certificate course on network security is need of the hour, and its online delivery format will help the officers to keep learning from their workplaces overcoming some of the challenges posed by COVID pandemic. With this, I also congratulate the officers who got enrolled in this course. While there was overwhelming response for registrations, the remaining officers will be considered in future batches. I wish you all to have great learning about network security and hope that this program will help you to hone up your knowledge and skills for facilitating, strengthening the security posture of telecom networks in India. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for emphasizing the role of DOT officers in nation building, especially the responsibility which they have to discharge for managing telecom security within the country. Sir, we will definitely try our best to deliver the best quality trainings to meet your expectations. Thank you very much, sir. With this, I would like to request our respected Secretary, DOT, to deliver his inaugural address and also inaugurate this course. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Balaji. Jog Saab, now he has taken over as DG Telecom, the apex level post of the ITS. So बधाई है आपको. उसके बाद आपका पहला फंक्शन है.
Thank you.
बहुत खुशी की बात है. UK Srivastava ji, who's heading NTI-PRIT and doing a great job. Our other DDGs, SK Bhalla, Atul Sinha, and of course the directors who are also involved in this, Vishal Dheer, Jiten Garg, and all other colleagues of NTI-PRIT, and my other colleagues who are participants of this course. So first, my greetings to you on the World Telecom and Information Society Day, 17th of May, on which day ITU was also formed. And I'm very happy that this day has been chosen for commencement and inauguration of this important course. I'm also happy that in March, we started the 5G course by NTI-PRIT, and now in May, we are starting this course on network security. I also noted in his presentation, Mr. Bhalla has given the various legs or the anchors of courses in the future, so that the entire spectrum of relevant telecom knowledge, applied knowledge, will be made available to all our DOT colleagues. So my best wishes for this effort, which is very, very commendable. ITS officers, when they are selected, a very rigorous procedure is followed. The examination is through UPSC, and the best in the related engineering fields have been opting for this service and continue to opt for this service. Of course, some people do MBA, some people go for other jobs, but quite a few want to serve the people by being in government, and ITS is a logical extension or a logical method by which this can be done. Now, howsoever bright we may have been in our engineering course, and whatever we may have learned in terms of networks and network security, we must accept that our information gets dated. And in a rapidly changing field, where technology is changing rapidly, it becomes very critical that we keep abreast with what is happening, that we keep on getting inputs which are relevant for us. Now, certainly an ITS officer can do this on his own, can get updated knowledge, etc. But what NTI-PRIT is doing is, it is giving you an opportunity to imbibe updated knowledge, put in a capsule form, distilled, so that what is given to you are the most relevant aspects. The unnecessary aspects are taken away. It is aggregated. Logically, it is put forward to you, and gradually. It is not that everything is put together and dumped on you. Every week, you are spending only 3 hours, 1 hour per day, up to 12 weeks. So what you can actually learn is something which you can digest and apply. So I think this practical way of continuing education is indeed very, very commendable. It causes no disruption of normal office work, yet it provides our colleagues to update their knowledge. I hope you are having an exam after this. If you are not, you must have, because giving a certificate without an exam will not be that useful. So those who get the certificate must realize that they have earned it. So there should be some kind of an assignment which these people do, some kind of a feedback, and an exam at the end of 12 weeks, or the way you want to structure it. Also, I think you should get a feedback from the participants. Feedback about the course content, feedback about the course orientation, feedback about the speakers, which can remain confidential, so that NTI-PRIT can decide which speakers should be called again, how you have to change the stance of your course, how you have to nuance it to make it useful. And speakers which you get, you should pay them handsomely, so that they also put in effort to give their best. Now, network security, I was thinking, and you all, I'm sure, are aware, is a subset of your domain of cyber security. And there is no doubt that cyber security, network security are going to become even more critical in the future. Experts often say that wars between countries in the future will be based on cyber attacks, disrupting networks, network security. You may have wars like what is happening right now, airstrikes in Israel and adjoining areas. I mean, that is unfortunate. But the real damage where an entire nation can be paralyzed is if its telecommunication network is paralyzed, or its various other networks which have the telecom network as the backbone, as the infrastructure, get paralyzed because of damage to the telecom network. So, as officers responsible to keep running the telecom networks of the country, it becomes imperative upon us that we understand the security aspects of this network. In all terms, I was seeing that Balaji had mentioned things like the fundamentals, the contents, policy, mobile network, audit, incident response, etc., which all you had mentioned. It was a brief, good presentation. These and perhaps other aspects which will emerge must be addressed by each one of us. And as we move towards the 5G era, which in India will start, I mean, now we have given permissions of trials. I think by next year, sometime we should have rollout of 5G. There's no doubt in my mind on that. So that being the case, 5G technology as it is a more vulnerable technology. The equipments being increasingly software-based networks are more vulnerable. But more important are the application of this technology, where different industries, different sectors will be running on the 5G telecommunication networks. They will be riding on this network. So anything adverse happening to the network will immediately mean an adverse consequence for the different users, applications of this network. So our responsibility becomes even more. And when we talk of network security in layperson terms, it is not just building a secure network. That of course is important. But also important is the user perspective. Our users should know the do's and don'ts. And it is our jobs to educate the users. And then of course, the networks themselves have to be secured. Whether you have firewalls, you have other systems of passwords or various ways in which we are ensuring that hacking, etc., cannot happen, disruptions cannot happen. That we need to do. SOPs should be in place, for which I think you are going to start a course for various employees of government, that how they should become more aware of securing their own laptops, computers, the networks which they use, the do's and don'ts of cyber security. So all these aspects will also emerge, whether immediately in this course or as a follow-up of this course, but they will also emerge. And we must develop our expertise to prevent hacking, to prevent disruption of networks, to avoid situations of unscrupulous elements seeking ransom, whether it was the recent incident of oil, gas in USA East Coast, where networks had gone down, and we had this IBM head in Bangalore when he spoke how important security of networks is and cyber security he had mentioned. And when we talk of self-reliance, Atmanirbharta, Indian technocrats, Indian experts must have the capacity, capability of executing safe, secure networks and using safe, secure networks, how this has to be done. And there, this entire ITS cadre, in fact, not just ITS, all officers in DOT have a very, very critical role. I will suggest that once this course becomes stabilized and popular, we should offer it even to other government departments and even to the private sector. Because the problem which we people face of not having sufficient time to actually study again what we learned many years ago. So we do need refresher courses and updating of knowledge, and even private sector needs that. So and these should be paid courses. Let them pay for it. Anything free appears as if it's of no use. Okay, for DOT employees it's all right, but let them earn it by the exam and by passing the exam. So I wish all the participants the very best, and I again take this opportunity of congratulating NTI-PRIT under the leadership of Mr. Yukesh Srivastav for conceptualizing and putting in operation all these ideas. So thank you very much for inviting me, especially on this special day, and I do look forward to the success of this course. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. If I may submit a couple of things. One is that we had received more than 75 requests for joining the course, but we are limiting it to 50. As you had suggested last time for 5G course also, sir. Second is that we have established procedure of feedback about the course and also about the speakers. So at the end of course and also during the course, we have evaluations, and we continually, this is a continuous process, continually monitor the way course is progressing, and also the speakers are giving their presentations. So it's very much imbibed into a whole structure of NTI-PRIT, sir. Lastly, sir, we do have exam, and for 5G course also we have exam. In fact, every week we give them some tasks which they are supposed to complete. They are also supposed to make presentations on whatever they have learned during the week. So it's a very rigorous program, sir. Nobody can take it easily, and each one of them has to earn it, as you said, sir. And lastly, I would say, sir, that yes, we would like to run this program for other departments also on payment basis. As I was informing you, sir, we have offered to APT to run this program in whichever way. If they want for 1 week or 2 weeks, we can run for that. And certainly we'll be charging them for this, so that we have been doing in the past also. So I have noted all the suggestions and instructions you have given, sir. Thank you very much for your kind guidance, sir. Thank you. Balaji?
Yes. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you, Secretary, sir, for the inspirational words and also the words of encouragement for NTI-PRIT. With this, may I request Shri Adhir Singhal, DDG Training, to formally propose vote of thanks. Over to Shri Adhir Singhal ji.
Thank you, Balaji. Thank you, Balaji. Respected Secretary Telecom, Shri Anshu Prakash Sahab. Respected Member Services and DG Telecom, Shri Jog Sahab. Respected Shri Senior DDG NTI-PRIT, Shri Yukesh Srivastav Sahab. On behalf of NTI-PRIT, I take this opportunity to convey sincere thanks to Secretary Telecom for sharing his valuable time to inaugurate this very, very important course on network security. Your presence encourages us and motivates all of us to further innovate and contribute to the growth of telecom sector in the country. Thank you very much, sir, for your august presence and for the words of wisdom you had given us today. I would also like to thank respected Sri B.K. Jog Sahab, Member Services and DG Telecom, for sparing his time and giving the keynote address in the inaugural session. My sincere thanks goes to Senior DDG NTI-PRIT for his leadership to all of us and for providing us his most valuable guidance. And lastly, I thank all the participants for attending this inaugural sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. So I'll take leave now. Thank you. All the best. Bye.
Thank you.